Next up, we have Jordan Eunson. Jordan is with Free Geek Vancouver, a nonprofit community organization that reduces the environmental impacts of waste electronics by reusing and recycling donated technology. Come on up.
You ever have a cell phone? You go to plug it in and it doesn't charge. Gotta wiggle the cable a little bit. And after a while, what happens? You wiggle it too much and it just doesn't charge anymore. You gotta replace it and recycle it. Well, he said, my name's Jordan, and I'm from Free Geek Vancouver. We are a nonprofit computer reuse and recycling community center. Now, what that means is we provide computer accessibility, education, and training to all of our volunteers, regardless of skill level. We have over 3,000 volunteers in the GVRD area, and there is no fee to drop off at e-waste at Free Geek. In fact, the e-waste itself is how we make our money. You see, our volunteers determine whether the e-waste can be reused or recycled. And if it gets reused, it now becomes hardware. This hardware goes through a number of volunteer-operated stations where they test it, configure it, and prep it for one of our 3 output channels. Either gets given back to our volunteers for all their hard work, sold in our thrift store for very cheap prices, or given away in hardware grants to other nonprofits throughout the city. Well, what happens to the computer hardware that doesn't get reused? Well, again, our volunteers, they are amazing. They take this e-waste apart into components that can be sent to different recycling facilities, all ethically, most locally. But this is where the problem comes into play. See, we recycle about 30 tons of e-waste a month, and that's a lot. We started thinking to ourselves, how can we reduce that number? Well, we noticed that a lot of the e-waste started to have recent current revisioned hardware, but it was broken, kind of like that cell phone I told you about at the beginning. So we contacted a number of small businesses that specialized in repair, and with them, created a process that was not only closed-looped and ethical, but reduced our recycling. And it works very simply. We stockpile recent but broken hardware. Then we work with companies to identify the hardware that can be refurbished and reused. We sell the hardware to the small business owner at a very small cost, thus mitigating the risk to the small business owner. They refurbish it and sell it to their customers. Whatever they cannot sell comes back to Free Geek. And we got lots of advantages out of this. Free Geek reduced their recycling numbers. The small business owner is able to achieve a profit, and their customer is able to purchase a refurbished piece of hardware that has a small company standing behind it and has a reduced cost because of the small cost to the small business owner. Since the program's inception, a couple of months ago, we've already been able to redirect well over 700 pieces of hardware away from recycling and towards reuse, and we're just getting started. So, what's the lesson? Well, the lesson's not reuse, it's not recycling, it's not leveraging small business or creating new revenue streams. The lesson is a mindset, and it's been said already a little bit. The mindset of reduce. We didn't achieve success in this program because we thought, oh, we need to increase our reuse numbers. We need to create a new revenue stream. No, we achieved success in this program because we looked at the amount of recycling we had and we thought, how do we reduce this amount? So I challenge you all here today to adopt reduce as a mindset. And in your day-to-day lives, re-examine what it is that you're trashing instead of recycling. What are you recycling when you could be reusing, and what are you buying new when you could be buying refurbished? Thank you.